What it do, man? It's your boy Yella Gotit. Hey, check me out right here on the Ugly Money Podcast.
What up? It's your boy Ugly Money Nishi, and we are back with another episode of the Ugly Money Podcast. My special guest tonight, ATL's own, has worked with countless, I mean countless artists by the likes of Lil Baby, Gunna, Yella Beezy, Scooter, you name it. If they hot, he got a song with them, ladies and gentlemen.
Sure.
I like to think of him as the hottest, hardest working, independent artist in Atlanta. Period. His albums, his projects, Foreign and Foreign Exchange, are on all streaming websites, and with Robbin season on the way. Ladies and gentlemen, show your love for your bro Gotit.
For sure.
What's up, my brother?
What going on, man?
I do my research.
Hey,
I do my homework.
I know it.
You know what I'm saying? First thing we got to get into is this. You got Foreign Exchange, the records. Before all of the successes, all of the wins that you've had as of late, who was Euro Gotit before Euro Gotit was Euro Gotit? That's a platinum question.
I like that. Nah.
I thought about that one.
Nah, and I like that. I like that because it's like I'm able to like have people to like dissect to find out who I am as an individual. Well, like, I don't know. I can't really say long story put short, but it was crazy because so I grew up in the church.
Okay.
Like I came up in the church and stuff like that, and it was crazy because it's like, I got a typical Atlanta story where a lot of people share. Like, when I got an age, I kind of got away from church and stuff like that. I never got away from God, but I got away from church.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Started dipping and dabbing. One thing led to another. And next thing I know, before I knew it, we Robbin.
Yeah.
Bunch of hot stuff. But what was crazy, because prior to all that, like with all my upbringing and stuff like that, I always used to run and encounter people saying like, man, you supposed to be a preacher. Like it was just random people. Like I might
the
be
light
at
was
work.
on you.
Yeah, like it was like, and it was crazy because it was like I couldn't never run from it.
Okay.
Like, and my thing was, it was just like, I didn't really feel like I didn't want to have that responsibility of like, knowing that I can't be a flawed person.
Trust me, I understand.
Or I gotta maintain a certain like character of myself that can't be flawed when you leading people to God. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I really didn't want to do that. I was like, man,
you ain't want to fake shake with it.
That's what I need. Either you gonna do it or you ain't. So and I kept trying to get away from it. And the crazy part about it is like, it's like I look at my life like, it was crazy because I ain't never really understood what it was I was supposed to be doing. Okay. I feel like I knew what I was supposed to be doing, but it was also me doing what I wanted to do. I know what I wanted to do and what I was supposed to be doing. I just didn't know how the two would correlate and like just work and you know what I'm saying?
Work together.
Exactly. So it was like crazy because it was like, so like I said, I ended up getting kicked out of school.
What school you got kicked out of?
Believe it or not, bro, I went to Morehouse.
Yeah.
Wow. I was smart in here, but I stayed in a lot of trouble. I was smart, bro, but I stayed in a lot of trouble. So it was just like, it was crazy. And I didn't want to, one reason why I went to Morehouse too, it was like, I always wanted to make my mom proud. I always felt like I was always like the letdown. Because it was like, with me coming up in church and me getting away from church, people kind of knew like how me and my brother was.
Yeah.
And like me and my bro, we were the Murphy boy. The Murphy boy went to play with. They was always in trouble. He ain't in here because he in jail or something like that. That's how it was. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, like it was a lot of crazy street stuff going on and stuff like that. And it was crazy because it's like now I'm starting to see what it was, the person I was supposed to be, like the person that God was supposed to be. Because it's like, I feel like it's like I'm getting back to my roots. I'm getting back like to being God, but it's like it wasn't meant for me to be in the pulpit. It's like my message come through music. Like I talk about a lot of things at the street. I had to experience things that niggas in the street. Oh, you good?
Yeah, you good.
Okay,
you good. Be yourself. Be yourself.
I like that, like you said. Yeah, but it was like I had to go through a lot of stuff that people in the street went through. I had to go through a struggle. That way I can relate to people that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it was crazy because it's like, I see now like the fact that I'm not running from my purpose, I'm not afraid to love love another man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a brother.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to unify my people. I'm not afraid to speak out about God and like say where my help come from and stuff. I'm not afraid of none of that.
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying? Just like I get on my knees and pray, I pap your ass out if you come down to it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still a man before anything.
No facts.
But at the same, I'm a man and I got standards, I got morals. Yeah. And so it's like I feel like my position was put here for me to be able to lead people, like it's to lead the lost, not the ones who are already, you know what I mean, in church. So sometimes every preacher ain't gonna look the same. I might not be in no suit. I might have tattoos in my face. I might have gold teeth.
You know,
I
know some preachers that look like preachers that ain't really they ain't supposed to be doing things they ain't supposed to be doing.
You know, hey man, and it crazy because even in the Bible it say that like you gotta be careful because you got sheep that'll come dressed as wolves, and sometimes like and they false prophet. But then and sometimes you might be a sheep, but you gotta go out. You gotta turn into a wolf to go out there. You know what I'm saying? To get in, lead them back to the flock. So it's like, it's just like, I don't know. I'm enjoying this. Like I'm finding out who like Euro God is. Like it's not just about me. Like what I want is being manifest as long as I do God will. As long as I always acknowledge where my help coming from. As long as I acknowledge like I'm not glorifying selling dope. I ain't glorifying robbing. I ain't glorifying all the negative things that most people think of make a rapper. It's like, nah, I went through that. That ain't where I'm at now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. It's crazy because it's like I'm really just now starting to find out like who Euro God really is, but it's all through my experience. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Life gonna teach you something, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It gonna teach you something. Did, bro. You gonna make you or break you. Now, you had touched on something when you were saying, you know, about the robbing and things of that nature, things you did in the past. You know, tell us. I know you got a project Robbin season coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell us exactly what that means and the whole correlation between, you know, your past of actually having a Robbin season and now dropping a project called Robbin season. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like what inspired that whole situation? Really
it's like unknowingly I didn't realize until it's like it started making sense. Like even my music started transitioning like my life was. Yeah. So crazy because I started out with a foreign project, like, you know, my name Euro Gotit. I always been into like foreign cars, foreign lifestyle and
flash
stuff like
shit,
that.
baby.
Man, that's it. That's what I like.
Someone must put it on, baby.
Somebody gotta put it on. I'm gonna be him. Let me be him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I always been into that. So my first project, it was pretty much commercial. It gave them a bit of like who I was on the commercial side. Like I had to catch their ear. You gotta bait them in. Yeah. And then what I did with Foreign Exchange, which was the next project, I pulled them in where it's like I wanted to be like the next part. Like I wanted to go in like chronological order where it's like when Foreign Exchange, it's kind of like you got that commercial side, but then I done caught your ear because at first you gonna get people who be like, he lucked up with this tape, and then you got people like, I like this. Regardless, you got people ear. They got to see if you could do it again. Exactly. So with the Foreign Exchange, I was able to get on a commercial, but I also gave them a piece of me as well. Like with Letter to God, I Wonder. It was certain thing where I was going through certain periods and times in my life where it was just like, I want people to understand, like, I'm human too. Exactly. And this is how I feel, like, as a man, not just some rapper trying to put on a facade for you. So I call it take for exactly. So I call it like Foreign Exchange. So with Robbin season, it's like it's a little bit different. Like what was crazy was, shout out my boy Robin Hood Trey. I always say this because I wanted to call the take Robin Hood. Okay. Where I'll take from the rich and bring back to the hood. But I know they got a whole movement going on. All my partners over there at Flat Shows. They Robin Hood, so I salute them. So then I was talking to my boy, shout out Boomman to my manager. He was like, bro, call it Robbin season. And I thought about it, I'm like, regardless, because the reason why I call it Robbin season is like, that in my mind been exposed to more stuff. And I see how the rich people carry themselves, and it's more of a mentality than it is like your pockets. It is. It's like, I do a lot of stuff where I listen and I pay attention. I listen to what people from the hood ain't gonna listen to. They ain't gonna listen to Grant Cardone. They ain't finna listen to a lot of these motivational speakers. So what I do, I listen to them.
It sounds like you've been reading some books, bro.
I mean, I was locked up for 2 years.
It sounds like you got some knowledge,
bro.
Man.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm far from an idiot, bro.
You can't judge a book by its cover. It sounds like you done read some of these, real ones. You know what I mean? These 48s. You know, some of that information that you can't.
Hold a pale white horse, all that. Like, come on, man. Like, it's just like taking, like now I'm taking knowledge, like everything that I'm learning about how, because what I'm understanding. from rich people,
Yeah.
it's not your account that make you rich. Everything started with a mindset. Nobody woke up and said, we're gonna make a car. A nigga had to think about it and say, what pieces are we gonna put together to make this car? Everything start with a mind. That's how you develop a rich mindset, and you just turn it to reality. So what I do, it's called Robbin season, because I'm taking all the information that I'm taking from the rich, and I'm bringing it back to the hood. So it's like on some Robin Hood shit, but it's Robbin season. I'm taking everything from the rich, and I'm giving it to the poor.
So
like
the Robbin season, you robbing the information.
Game. That's what it is. The information is that's what make you rich. It's like if you're gonna apply it or not. So
facts.
And that's what Robbin season's doing.
That's crazy. That's hot right there. You know what I'm saying? You taking the information from the rich and putting it back into the hood and empower other folk. Facts. Now look, like one thing I know, you know, when an artist say he the hottest, hardest working indie artist in Atlanta, you know, we got to talk about him, because of the fact of the matter is, I want to go through the process of what you got now, where you at now, but how did you get there in the process? Because I remember, such, when was that? 2000. Level 2, what was that? 2000.
Damn, you knew that?
Oh, come on, we gonna talk about it. I got something for you.
I knew.
I'm about to fuck you up. I'm about to fuck
you about to fuck me up, because I thought such and pressure. The only two I know that know my grind.
What year was that? 2016, ladies and gentlemen, on Terra Boulevard.
Yeah,
I had an event called the Industry Kickback on at Level 2.
Oh, that ain't crazy. Who was DJ Fancake?
I know it was me and DJ such and such, the guy by the name of DJ Ace, the real DJ Ace. And I remember a young artist came in there, man, you know, and I first saw him, I said, man, who is this artist that came? Yeah.
You was okay.
I said, who is this artist that came in here with this fur? He had a fur vest on.
Yeah, he ain't
grill shining and no shirt. I said, I don't know who he is, but I already know he a star.
Yeah.
Just because of the fact that he wearing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and you did the showcase, and you did the platform and tore it down, and I never forgot who you were after that. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't the first time I heard
I never told you that story, but that was mine. That was
I appreciate that, though.
Love.
That's real, bro.
So like tell them, like, coming up in Atlanta, and because you know everybody in Atlanta rapping, everybody doing something, everybody claiming they doing something, everybody the next big thing. How did you manage to stand out from the crowd? Like, how did you, when you coming up and doing your thing and coming out them trenches, like how did Euro Gotit come to the point where people knew who the hell Euro Gotit was?
Because like, bro, like it really started. I ain't gonna lie, it really started like. I got locked up in 2012 for 9 felony charges, like 2 armed robberies, aggravated assaults, hijacking motor vehicle, possession of firearm, just a list of stuff. So it was crazy because, you know, I don't really want to go in depth on the Wichita, because I would hate to have them try to open back up. But it was just like when you sitting up on that stand, and like it was like crazy because it's like my family sitting in the back, I'm on the stand. At that time I didn't even know I had a son. Yeah, I'm like, damn, the victim sitting right there. Like, I'm like, bro, I'm 20. I'm not 20 years old, bro. I ain't got no kids, bro. I ain't got no wife. I ain't lived my life yet. Like, and it, like with all the charging stuff, I'm like, it's over with. Like, bro, like I'm fighting for like it went from, at first I thought I was like, man, you know, did the hot boy, this is shit that come with it. They hit me with an armed robbery. They hit me with aggravated assault. I said, okay, cool. I might sit down 10, 15 years. Yeah. I mean, at least I get to come back out. That was my mentality at that time. I didn't know how it worked when they indict you. When I got indicted, they bust all them charges down. And so I'm like, whoa. So I'm sitting here looking like, oh man, it's over with. Like, even if they was like, sir, I'm gonna tell you like this. Even if we was to let you go with one life sentence, you still got another one on your hands. So regardless. Damn. So I'm just like, man.
Two of them things.
Man, 2. And then not only, it was 2 life sentences plus 100 years for all the charges combined, and which they felt like they had me dead to the wrong. They just need the victim to say, that's him. And it was like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. It's like, I never forget it, bro. It was like, my brain just started triggering, because I'm sitting there on the stand like, man, this man about to point me out. Like, I'm really fine. I'm like, man, God, all this gangster stuff, I've been trying to be like, don't let me pass out in front of my family and stuff like that. This man finna, it's over with. I just threw away my life. And I ain't know what to do, bro. And it was crazy because it's like, I never forget it. Like, I'm sitting there and they asked him, like, can you identify this man? Man, the dude was like, I ain't seen him before. Bro, when he said it, like my head, like I forgot I was in court, bro. My head, it felt like my head was just shaking like that. I'm like, thank you, Lord, thank you, Lord, thank you, Lord. Like it was saying it over and over. I ain't know, but what it was, I also didn't write a statement. It was supposed to be for the people involved in it. I ain't telling nobody. I ain't write no statement. So I sat for 2 years because they wouldn't give me a bond because they were saying I was being an obstruction of justice because I know what happened with the situation. My argument was I couldn't write no statement because I don't know what's going on. Theirs was, you know what's going on. You trying to hold on to this street code of not snitching, so we're going to make you an example. Of course, they turned it over to the state. They didn't need a victim no more, but it was something that they had strong enough evidence to take it to trial, but it was like, by the grace of God, it was like, they came with one plea offer, like, and that I was like, bro, I gotta take it. Like, I can't even let these folks play with my life like that.
Yeah, facts.
So I took it. Luckily, I sat there long enough for it to get time served. I sat for 2 years.
That's a blessing.
Came home 2014. So when I came home, it was just crazy because I knew then, I'm like, bro, like, I literally, in a sense, just beat death. Like, it ain't nothing I can't do now. Like,
everything else is a layup.
That's it. Like,
I'm like, bro, everything else is a layup.
That's when I started, bro. You just gotta go through it. Like, you just gotta go through it. Like, bro, you just beat a life sentence, bro. Like 2 of them. Like, you just gotta go through it. So when all that triggered down, it was crazy because then I was only home almost a year. And my younger brother, that's my blood brother, like my we did everything together. I'm talking about kick those, all this hot shit, everything. But it was crazy because I got a call. We couldn't find him. I'm calling around the hospital, come to find out, like we couldn't find him. He went missing for about 3-4 days, and it wasn't like him. He got shot 5 times. They shot him twice in the face, twice in the chest, and once in the back. And it wasn't even on nothing that he was doing that was hot. But it was crazy because it was like, I've been out almost a year and I'm trying to turn my life around. I'm still struggling, but I'm trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
But I also know, like, playing by the streets, I'm just like, nah, bro. Like, in my mind still, I'm like, I can't go out like no punk. I can't let my brother get shot in my own home, in my city, and I don't try to find out who did it, bro. Like, ain't nobody gonna never look at me like no man. And that's so I kept my ears to the street. My partner came back with some info, so I went up to the hospital to holler at my brother, and I'm telling him, I'm like, bro, like, if I gotta go back again, I'm just letting you know, I found out blah blah blah, and it was crazy because he was like, man, he had tubes all in his nose, like all in his mouth. But it was crazy because he like, I was holding his hand talking to him, and he said, man, he talked to me and said, bro, like, you gotta understand, like, he was like, God giving us a second chance. You went and did time. I had my time had to come back the way it came. Like, he was like, it ain't for you to go and try to let it be what it is, bro. Like, I'm alive, like, counting it. And then what made me start doing open mics, and that's how I knew such and such a person, stuff like that. Cause he was just like, bro, it's time to change, bro. Like, you gotta do something, bro. You gotta be great. If you gonna do the music, bro, you gotta do the music. So, it was kind of hard because I never wanted to hear it. That's almost like hearing somebody like, man, he slapped you. It's cool. Let it go. It's like, bro, what?
Yeah, exactly.
But so I went home and I'm telling myself, I'm like, I'm going to handle business. He ain't got to know about it. But then I was just like, nah, just do what he say, bro. What you? So it was that night. I said, bro, I had got on, I knew the Instagram, all that, and I found out about Artist Showcase. I went and did my first showcase. Then it was just like, it was crazy because I won, but I ain't even want the money. I just wanted to give back to I just wanted to, tell my brother I'm doing it. So crazy because it was like, ever since then, I had that confidence. Like, I had that confidence. So even when I came in at level 2, it was just like, I ain't never had no vision to do nothing else. That's it. Like,
there ain't no plan B.
That's it. It wasn't no plan B. So I was like, I can't go back. Like, and since then, it's like, I just walk in that light of like, I can't really care what nobody else think. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. The crazy thing about you and your situation, hearing your story, is that you have always managed to take a bad situation and turn it to gold. You know what I'm saying?
You alive. How you
know
can't?
What I mean? Like, it's just like all the chips are stacked against you, and you're going to find a way to flip it.
You got to.
You know what I'm saying? Take the negative and turn it to a positive. Like, I remember, and not to touch too crazy on it, but I remember, recently during your video shoot, there was some ruckus going on, and I saw the way you handled yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you handled yourself with composure, with poise of the situation. You know what I'm saying? And really, the video came out crazy, and it's doing what it's doing. Shouts out, the re-up record with Yella Beezy.
Yeah.
But I think it's dope, and it's something. That's the embodiment of this podcast. We call it the Ugly Money Podcast because we want to talk about that first dollar. We want to talk about what it takes to get to where you at. You feel what I'm saying? I think sometimes people always talk about the trophy, but damn it, let's talk about the practices and all the games you lost to get to the trophy.
Right.
And you had to lose a lot of games to get to the point of that first Posse record.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? To go where it's at, man.
Facts.
So I definitely salute you on that because a lot of people would have gave up, bro.
It's easy.
A lot of
It's
people would
always
have gave
easy to
up. A
give
lot of
up.
people would have went left. A lot of people would have, would have went out there, leaving that hospital and just did what they did, and you wouldn't have been here. You know what I'm saying? So God definitely got a plan for you. He ain't done with you yet because of the fact that you still here.
Exactly.
Because you take all them losses and you take all them hits and you still here.
Man. It's all about knowing when you know your purpose, bro. You can't nothing deter you. A lot of people give up because they don't really know your purpose. It's just something you trying out, and then it's like, nah, this ain't for me.
Come on,
so
man.
They ain't gonna give up. You know what I'm saying?
That's what this. Like I say, that's what embodies this whole podcast, man. Like now, situation where you coming from facing 2 and 3 life sentences, then your brother getting shot, then it seems like everything going wrong. Then you out here and you grinding in the showcase market, and you know how them niggas can be sometimes. They some of them are effective. You know what I'm saying? I like to think that mine was. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out because I remember you came through. But some of them are some bullshit. And you run across a lot of no's, a lot of doors being closed, and. Tell us about the situation of you finding my partner Boom, man, and y'all getting together and creating this magic that y'all got going on today. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, how did you meet with Boom, man?
It was crazy because I met the first artist that he had that was on the label. It was like it happened through him.
I remember.
Yeah, Noah and
shouts out to Noah.
Yeah, me and Noah ran into each other at a Coast to Coast event, and it was crazy. I ain't seen Noah perform, but they would tell me like, bro, if you lose, you gonna lose. Like I was like with the confidence I had, and you seeing me perform, I was kind of one of them people feeling like I'm going in like I'm really a real artist, so I'm murdering everything.
Exactly, but that's the mentality. You gotta practice like you play.
That's how it is. Like you gotta make yourself like unbeatable.
Exactly.
That's how I was feeling. So I stepped out the event to go get a couple of my people in and stuff like that. So I missed the white boy, and they saying, bro, I ain't gonna lie, boy, if you lose, you gonna lose to that white boy. I'm thinking they being funny because he kind of goofy looking white boy.
I remember the way. I remember
It was crazy because when I heard that he placed third and I placed second, it was that was some bull crap. That was like you said, one of them bull crap.
Exactly.
It had to happen. Me and Noah had been we had been cool since then. Blase. When we finally did link in the studio, I was producing at that time and stuff like that. So. The first beat I put on.
I wonder where that first place guy at. I know he ain't where y'all at. Well, we're definitely where you at.
What's so crazy?
Shouts out to him though. But
he get on the line from time. I mean, he get on my page from time to time and show love and stuff like that.
That's love.
He do that. But it's about who won it more. So when it come down to it, so it's gonna show.
One show ain't gonna make it, big dog.
That's it. So it was crazy because it was just like me and Noah did this record and he called me. At that point, I was so used to getting screwed over by so many people that he was telling me, he's like, bro, I'm going to do a consultation with this label, blase, and this and the other. And I'm just like, man, like, all right. I said, bro, he was delivering pieces. I was on the way to my 9 to 5.
That's crazy.
And I'm just like, bro, go ahead, give it a shot, whatever. He meet with Boom, he tell me, they like me, bro, they gonna sign me, blase. And I'm like, it didn't really click how official it was.
Yeah.
Till Noah called me and was like, bro, they trying to pay you for the beat and they want to pay you for the feature.
So you made Wavy?
Yeah, I produced Wavy.
Wow.
Yeah, I produced it.
Wow. Now see, I didn't even know all that. Yeah. Now you put me on game. I had no idea you produced too.
I produced that and
crazy.
My first official single with Boomman AE, I produced that too.
Nigga, stop it.
Yeah.
Wow. So through Noah, you and Noah develop a relationship and things of that nature, and they end up copping the feature and the beat from you or whatever, and that's how you end up being with Boom, man.
And like Boom, just like he was so impressed, like it was crazy because like Boom, I ain't gonna count to you. I was probably one of the first. Actually, I ain't gonna lie. Nah, I was the only artist. I really didn't have the Boom was ready to sign me.
Yeah.
I didn't have to go through no consultation or no project management or none of that. He was just like, bro, you hard. Ain't no point of, I'm listening to you, I'm hearing, let's do what we gotta do. But it was like, at that time I was in a group, and I was so loyal and committed to the group that I said, bro, I'm gonna pay for the consultation, but you gotta hit my group first.
Okay.
If you rather just pick me out the group, then that's on you. But I still gotta get him a shot. I ain't finna just count them out like that.
Exactly.
He said he respected it, so we paid for the consultation. We linked, and you know, it still worked out the way it worked out. Where you know.
Well, one thing I can say about I've known Boom, not trying to date myself. I've known Boom for over 10 years, man. I remember Boom Man doing my birthday party in Augusta when Boom was an artist.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like I've been pushing Boom Man's records for years.
Yeah.
And one thing I always respected about AE when it was AE and the MMI and you know and all the names and the evolution of Boom Man was the fact that he was one of the few people that I've ever seen take an artist from 0 to 100.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? To the point where this artist is not known. He might just be a local indie artist. Goddamn, in the showcases really ain't got nothing going on, and then turn around and this nigga had 1 million views.
Man, that man brain crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I gotta always, anytime I get a chance to give praises to my boy Boom Man, that's hard to do.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I remember when Posse dropped, and it seemed like you was averaging like 250,000 views a day.
Well, when it first dropped, I was averaging 1 million a day.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Shout out my boy Such. He is in the video.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I just that in itself is power. That in itself is marketing. That in itself is genius in itself to get someone that we may not know who it is, never heard of him before. But Boom Man put whatever kind of magic fairy dust Boom Man got, because he got some. Yeah. And take that situation from, hey, we don't know this guy, but in 2 weeks we love this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I seen the record go, you know, come out, and then it go crazy in Atlanta clubs where it's just like, I mean, it's 1 o'clock, the height of the club, climax. Man. You know, you playing the next Future record, and here come Euro Gotit.
Right, and it was crazy, like being nobody. Like he had it so sold up to where it was like, bro, like the song wasn't even out yet. Like I went from, in a matter of 2 months, never performing, never having nothing. I went from like 2,000 followers to 27,000 followers. Wow. Like never bought no followers, never did none of that. And it was crazy because we were getting booked. Like people wanted us to come to the club just so they could spin the record. They couldn't have a record, but we'll come there, we'll give them play a snippet. And I'm just like, man, I was getting booked before the song even dropped, and I wasn't nobody. Like I was getting features before it dropped from the snippets. Instagram.
I remember hearing that bitch. I'm like, I heard the guitars. I'm like, ooh,
yeah.
I was like, ooh, this bitch hard. And I remember seeing it on Boom page. I'm like, that nigga got him one. Man. And when that bitch dropped, boy, that thing shot the fuck up.
Man, I knew it was a hit, bro, because that was the first song I ever freestyle.
Wow.
But the catch is, what a lot of artists don't understand is they think have a lot to do with your wordplay, but what they don't understand is, bro, energy travels.
Come on.
So it ain't just, you don't just, I'm not getting energy just from sitting here. I can put something on it. I can come on, if I'm feeling hype, that energy gonna go on there.
Exactly.
So when it come out the speakers, it's gonna feed you them same energy vibes, and you probably don't know, why am I so, it's that energy. So that was the same energy when I felt it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that with even Letter to God. I did Letter to God. I cried after I did it, because it was just so it was like a testimony.
But that shit feed through the mic. That shit feed through the speakers,
bro.
You know, exactly. Through the record or whatever.
Energy real.
And I remember I heard Posse, nigga, I wanted to go get me some hibachi, man. I like that. It made me want to live my best life. I'm like, goddamn it, hey, babe, we're gonna eat some hibachi tonight. So goddamn hibachi shrimp, steak and shrimp. I'm seeing the motherfucker goddamn fire popping up and everything. I'm like, yeah. It made me want to feel like that. What was it like working with Baby? You know, you've had so many.
Yeah.
You know, are these features with the biggest in the game, you know what I'm saying? And being indie, like I can only imagine, like you an indie artist, no major entity is backing y'all, and y'all move. I like to call them major indies, you know what I'm saying? Y'all moving like a major.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like working with Gunna, working with Baby. You know, how was that situation working with these two artists? You know what I'm saying?
It was good. Like I needed that, because that was one of like, what was crazy was the Gunna feature happened before Baby.
Oh wow.
But we pushed we were just like, Posse was just so right on time that's why we ended up, that was the first thing we went with. But Gunna was the first feature I ever had. Boom had called me.
Kodak Dad.
Yeah. Boom called me and said, hey, I need you to come up to the studio right now. I knew it had to be something important. Like, whatever I was doing, I just stopped. Drove up to the studio. As soon as I walk in, I'm slick. I don't know what's going on. Like, I see him. I know it's Gunna, but I don't really know if it's Gunna. I'm like, I don't want to be talking about, bro, what's up, fool? And nigga, who is you? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't say nothing. Look. And he was like, yeah, they Gunna, this and that. So Gunna heard it. Like, when I pay attention to people's energy and their vibes and stuff. And it was like him, you know, Turbo with entering in and stuff like that. Man, it was like, the vibe was just there. And one thing I can say about the feature, every feature everybody done work with, the energy always just been right. If the energy ain't right, I know it ain't gonna do this, but it's always been right.
Now I seen you got this new record with Yella Beezy, the re-up record.
Yeah,
it's going crazy. I've seen with my own eyes how you out here campaigning with that situation. You know what I'm saying? How did that come about with Yella Beezy with the re-up record? You know what I'm saying? The video shoot and everything. Like how did that connection happen with you and Yella Beezy?
Really, I went to what's that? We went to Bougalou on a Sunday. Go rock with my boy Kbotchey and
shouts out to Kbotchey.
Yeah, we was out there kicking with
James
Smurf.
Harden looking at nigga.
Exactly what they look like too.
You know it. I tell him that every time I see him.
Exactly what he look like. Yeah, so we was just up there politics. I don't want to miss nobody's name. You know, Smurf. Shout out my boy T at Exclusive Game.
Yeah.
Like I ain't gonna lie, people be sleeping on T. Like T put a lie and stuff together more than just clothes.
T the GOAT. If you know anybody that moving, you always see T somewhere back there.
Man, always.
You know what I'm saying? Always.
I never miss it, bro. I don't care. Everybody, bro. Every big event I'm at, I ain't gonna lie, I be appreciative of that too, because it's like if I'm at an event where everybody might not know me, me and T, like T is so much of a real nigga. Like when I see, like T will see me, he either wave me over or he salute me, and so he'd be like, oh, okay, T, he must be somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
So T,
know everybody.
I be appreciative of that. But T really put it together. Like we seen T, you know, Beezy was in there. You know, they was already showing when I came through. They was already showing something like Euro got it. Every 2 seconds they be showing me love like Bougalou. So it was like T waved me over like usual.
Yeah.
He talking to Boom and stuff like that. And, you know, hey man, this my dog. Introduced we exchanged out stuff like that. And then it was just like Boom was like, you trying to get in with Beezy? I said, when we gonna get in?
Let's go.
And then they was just like, Beezy said he trying to do it tonight.
Let's do it.
And we locked in,
Like, it just happened like that.
It just happened like that. And then the thing is, a lot of the features outside of Roddy Ricch and T.I., for the most, and Schoolie and Donna, it's a couple people. There's been a few people where I didn't already, we did it in the studio.
Yeah.
For like Yella Beezy, Gunna, Baby, Pablo Juan. I already had
You already had the record.
Yeah, I already had the record, and it was already ready to go, but it was just like, it's going to get that boost just by having them on it. You know what I'm saying? It was like Kodak was hard.
You already knew what you had. Yeah, exactly.
I already know what I'm having, and I ain't bringing no half song to try to make I got to have something with the energy on them, and that's how it was. So Beezy got in there. It was like, it'd be good because as an artist, I can relate to how a good record to make you want to do the track as opposed to trying to force yourself.
Exactly.
So it's like, you know, he got in there. It wasn't number like 10, 15 minutes, and he was done with it. But it was like I expected that because it's like as a rapper, like I said, it just when it right, it comes so easy to you. He did it. We said you know, and it was crazy because he won Hollywood despite all the more followers he got in him. Yeah. He wasn't never Hollywood. Like I text him right now, and he responded, "What's good, my dog?" He liked that, so set the date.
That crazy, man. Now the thing about what I see is the campaign. Like that's one thing I can definitely say about AE and yourself. Like your campaign is heavy.
Yeah.
You know, you gonna have 30 niggas in lime green ski masks.
Yeah.
You can't help but to find out who the fuck. If you don't know who Euro God it is, you gonna wonder who the hell is going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is that something like how do y'all come up with? I mean these damn campaign, these marketing schemes where you got them fucking 30-foot damn Euro got it damn cutouts and shit. You know what I mean?
Man, the head person for it is Boom. Boom be the head person. As an artist, I ain't gonna lie. I don't really be. I might do one thing, but it's like the one thing they are taking and branded.
Yeah.
Like I don't even want to put my idea out there because it's a winner idea, but it's crazy.
We ain't gonna give it to him.
Yeah, I ain't gonna give it to him, but I gave it to Boom.
Yeah.
I gave Boom the idea, and he took it and just like branded it. He turned it into a brand before, like, which was a good thing.
That nigga marketing genius, bro.
Oh yeah.
He's a marketing genius because he has mastered the effect of getting people's attention any way, shape, form, or fashion.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I just love the Authentic Empire level they got going on because it's all homegrown. Right. And I see it as the next QC. In my opinion, you know what I'm saying? That's just me speaking on and standing on. Like I can just see y'all operate. Because I've seen the QC situation. I remember when, you know, P was with Dirty Dan and Dirty Dollar Entertainment, and he, you know, and then I remember booking the Migos for 2,500. You know, I've been a promoter game for a minute. So, and to see them at 100,000+, I can see the same thing with AE. I see that, you know, y'all are a group of individuals that are all working for a common goal. You know what I'm saying? And the common goal is to get Euro Gotit where the hell he got to go, and the rest of these artists got to go. You know what I'm saying? What's the lineup? What's the lineup y'all got at AE right now? You know what I'm saying?
So we of course we got me. Then you got Jeezy Escobar. Jeezy go crazy. Like I ain't gonna lie.
He got a record with Baby, right?
He got a record with
I saw that.
Baby.
The Baby.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Like I can't wait to see him. Like cause it's just like Jeezy too hard. Like
crazy.
Jeezy hard. Like we be listening. Like we be riding around. And like it be crazy because we be in the car listening to all his unreleased stuff. That boy,
and know what about to do.
Man, it takes Section 8 Mind State already out. That's crazy. Like then we got the white boy. Like he really ain't no white boy.
Nah, that nigga is light skinned.
Him and Twin.
Hey boy,
I ain't gonna lie, them the drippiest white boys. I'm talking about they drip. Like all of us we gonna put it on. Everybody
need to fall out.
Man, I'm gonna have to wait on that. Yeah.
Hey, that boy go stupid
man,
hard.
He go crazy. And
I remember when I first heard the rap, I was like, oh, Boom got him another one. Yeah. I said, oh shit,
man. And that wasn't even the one that we heard that made Boom be like, yeah, like I won him.
First of all, the white boy got a name. Let's go.
The real GA.
Shouts out my boy GA.
Yeah, GA. That's my boy GA and Twin.
Yeah, that shit hard, boy. Yeah. Like I still play that in all my little country towns. I be like, hey man, play that record. Yeah. They're like, what this? I'm like, don't worry about it, just play it. He want me to fall out. And you know, and at the end of the day, you know what the real thing about it is, good music, you can't. You can't put a price on just good music.
Right.
If a record is good,
right,
I'm just motivated to share it with people. Right, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
like, and that's the main thing that what y'all do is y'all just make the good record.
Right.
And then when you make the good record, you promote it and push it and market it the way it's supposed to be marketed, so you can't lose.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? It starts with the music though. It starts with a good ass record.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I can say about AE, man. Y'all put out quality music.
Man, we gonna always do that, and we work together. Like we all collective. Like one thing that I can respect, like nobody like hunger to take no shine. Like
no doubt.
You know, everybody like. They don't get upset if we got a show and they can't perform. Ain't no hard feeling like that. We all like a family. Like we don't
see the bigger picture.
We see the bigger picture. Like we all coming together for the common goal.
No
like,
doubt.
Yeah.
When we getting Robbin season, man? What's going on? What's the start date on it? Like I'm putting that pressure on your ass.
Yeah, really. I can't. I don't want to put no. I'm not gonna put no date on it. I'm gonna just say what Boom said.
Okay. What Boom said? Yeah.
He said around the first quarter of next year. But I think what we actually working to, we still like in labor wars right now. So what we trying to do is. We don't want to
be getting exclusive on the Ugly Money podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, it depends. Like, depending on how the situation turn out, if I end up signing or whether I decide to stretch it out again or not, it's like really we already have an album already started. And the thing is, we already got the features, the back on. Like, it's like I got a song with the Baby, 2 with Roddy Ricch, we got T.I., we got we got a bunch of people. So it's like, it's already like
they gotta come with it now.
They gonna have to come.
You done did all the work.
There you go.
Y'all done did all the work,
There you go. Now,
you done did all the work.
Yeah.
Nah, that's facts, man. Facts, man. Well, Robbin season coming soon.
For sure.
Whenever they when them labels got done, when somebody get the acting right, man. I really greatly appreciate you coming through, my brother.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's all we love every time I see you, man. And you a humble individual despite your long resume in this situation, man. And I know God gonna continue to bless you because you've been through so much and you stayed solid, you stayed grounded.
Got to.
You know what I'm saying? And that right there, the testament of who a person is or whatever, that's what's gonna make that person continue to win. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I appreciate you for coming through, man. Please let them know where they can follow you at on your Instagram, on social media, my guy.
Man, you know it. You can follow me, man. Follow me on IG, Facebook, Twitter, all that, man. Euro, EUROGOTIT, Euro got it for sure.
And I'm at Ugly Money Nietzsche, man. And shouts out to Ugly Money Geek Inc. for this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful hoodie. It's the Ugly Money Podcast. Keep it locked. I got you. Say less. Hold on a little bit.